All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. We have got GOMAH, 55%. The good news, kids, I am happy to report I had very good luck for GOMAH. Yes! I deserved it. So we're going to do our 55% video. Now, keep in mind, GOMAH, we're doing the 55% video here, right? GOMAH is going to... he's a Big Bad Boss's character. And I like to be very consistent in how I do these showcases. We do it 55%, Link Level 1. The point of me doing these videos, it is our first time using the character. That's always the point with these 55% videos. So, I mean, just understand that, he's a Big Bad Boss's character, which means his stats are going to be significantly lower than we would see. So you do want to keep this in mind. Alright, so let's just go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him. So now we have LR GOMAH, my beloved, my darling angel. Here we go, Awaken LR. I think, let me just say this too, like, we'll just jump over. I do think GOMAH is the best unit in the game. He has an answer for all these bosses. I think he's got crit, dodge, damage reduction. He's flat out, unequivocally the best unit in the game until he's hit 3 times. He stacks at the start of each turn. He has a ridiculous team protector, dominant giant form mechanic. He has 2-turn support. He's on several good teams as well. He's on Baby's team. Baby's 220. He's on Daimagoku's 220. Like, I mean, there's really pretty much only W's when it's time to talk GOMAH. So, let's just go ahead and hop into an event. God damn! GOMAH with all that ass, dude. Sheesh. GOMAH has got to chill, dude. GOMAH, man, he's going crazy. Okay. Now, one of the big things we have to talk about immediately with GOMAH, is this right here. So, GOMAH, all right, until he gets hit 3 times, he is invincible. He has 99% damage reduction. So, unless we're fighting a boss that supers for, 350 million damage turn 1 or some shit, like GOMAH is going to be good. GOMAH is going to be A-okay. Good to go. So, remember, he will be a lot better once we actually give him the faded dodge build. This character, to me, feels... like, I can make a similarity to Topo, where Topo, God of Destruction Topo, he was significantly better if you gave him a dodge build, and he was able to actually, dodge to preserve his damage reduction when he was in God of Destruction mode. So I think it's going to be a similar thing here with GOMAH. So we start out at 581k defense, not the greatest, obviously. He does get 200% defense when he gets targeted, which is good. And don't forget, he does get 150% attack and defense at the start of each turn as well. Like, this is just permanent stacking right here. And if we run him in slot 1... Actually, wait a minute. He was in slot 2, wasn't he? He started in slot 2, so this is already active. We already have this buff up, I believe, then. This 333% defense. So this, like, the first time he's in slot 2, this will trigger, and you get this massive defensive buff. So we've got that going up already. So that's really good. So, all right, let's just get to it. Let's see how we're going to do here. I guess we'll... Do we want to go for Goku Black? The babies are both in slot 1, which is bad. I won't use Omega's domain because it's not buffing him anyway, right? We'll go for Zamasu. We'll aim to hit Zamasu here. Hit this. And then this member will give GOMAH a little bit of defense right there. That'll give GOMAH some defense. All right, let's see how we do here. So remember, we want GOMAH to dodge as much as we can. Up until he gets hit the 3rd time, he's invincible, invulnerable, perfect. So GOMAH baseline, 30 million he opens up with. 55% Link level 1. We open up at 30 million, huh? Okay. That's not bad. This gives 2-turn defense right here. This gives 20% defense for 2 turns. We actually got the hidden potential system as well. Wow. Even with only level 5 additional. And he's dodged everything so far. So GOMAH starts out with 73% dodge. That's kind of what he has baseline. Now, it only lasts for 4 turns. He gets 40% dodge for 4 turns. Right? So obviously that will kind of like run out. But, I mean, all these, like, GDC type fights, I mean, that's going to be good enough anyway. Yeah, so GOMAH's looking good. That was actually, because remember, that's not only is that, you know, 55%, that's also Link level 1. Link level 1, no equips, 55%. And, I mean, he's looking fairly solid there. Alright, so we'll slap around Zamasu. We do need to be careful, because GOMAH does do an AoE. And Omega does an AoE, so we've hit Rose twice. Yeah, this is a little scary, potentially. This could do some damage to us. Yeah, it did do a little bit of damage. Yeah, because we've started attacking Goku Black, which means he's in scary mode. Okay, we got, I would say, decent luck on this one. I think I'll probably... Well, the thing about when we go into, like, this fight, I would like to... Alright, let's just cut and come back for GOMAH's turn. But, this is also a thing where we could easily get killed here. Baby and Baby Gohan and Goten need to hit their dodges here. So... let's see what happens. Okay, sure. Did I rainbow him already? Yeah, I did. I had very, very, very good luck with the summons here. We had very good luck with the summons. Alright, so Golden Freeze is doing his thing. Alright, here's Baby. Remember, Baby's gonna have 80% dodge after he attacks right here, which will be good. Nah, the content order we're gonna do is we're gonna do 55%. Then I'm gonna do video on kind of like his equips and the build, like I do with the characters that have these special missions. Then we'll do Rainbow, then we'll do Festival. Alright, some good hits here on Zamasu. Baby Gohan and Goten have huge dodge right here, so... What do they have? It's 90% dodge they have? And then next turn we'll have their active, they'll have 100% dodge. Okay. Sure. Alright. Alright, second super. We have 90% dodge. We should be good here. They... that was 2 90% dodge fails, right? That's what that was? That sucks. So they had, yeah, the 20, the 70, yeah, 90. We failed 2 90% dodges. We were on the doorstep of that being very swimmingly. That sucks. Why are you using them? They're ass? No, they're not. They're very good. And there's not like, well, you'll say something like that, like, oh, they're ass, why would you use them? But like, if we would look through the roster of villain characters, it's not like there's some villain that does way better. That was a Goku Black who'd been hit right there. Like, none of these tank characters are taking that. They're all getting killed. Majin Vegeta dies there, like, they're like, most of these characters are just getting killed. So it's just bad luck. All right, we'll hop back in. Texan is not on this team. Texan is not on the team. All right, chat. We'll come back for Gomez next turn.
それではお見せしましょう。私の新たなる進化を。わかりやすく金色にしてみましたが、単純すぎましたかね。安っぽいネーミングですが、ゴールデンフリーザとでも言いましょうか。
Alright guys, coming back in. Let us take a look at what we got here. Alright, so GOMAH starts out in slot 2 yet again, by the way. That's good, because he gets his defense instantly. Okay, so in terms of our rotation here, right? GOMAH is going to get a lot more power by running him in slot 1. Because GOMAH has this ability right here. Let me actually pull this up. We jump on over. This. After receiving or dodging an attack, he gets 5 ki, 200% attack, 70% chance of an additional super. So it's one of those things. We could run him in slot 2 pretty easily. Like, if Goku Black was doing the AoE right at the start, we could do that and get his full abilities. We do want Golden Frieza to get hit as well, but I think we probably want to see what GOMAH is going to be able to put up for us more than anyone else. So let's just get GOMAH right there. We, of course, will aim for Zamasu. And let's let this boy cook. This is fine. This is fine. Because he does get the 5 ki, so. We'll hit this. Yep, that's good. And then Omega does this. All right, after this, I'm just going to cut and come back to GOMAH's next rotation here. All right, dodge, good. Remember, GOMAH's not going to take any damage until he gets hit 3 times. He's got to get hit 3 times to take damage. That animation looks so damn good, too. Wow. That shit looks so clean. All right, so here's this. We get this. This is 2-turn defensive support, by the way. We saw Baby Gohan and Goten survive a normal last turn. Honestly, GOMAH's support might have had a nice hand in that too, by the way. Alright, yep, GOMAH dodging like crazy. That's good. Alright, perfect. Solid first turn. Think we're looking like we're going to be pretty good right here. We know that Omega is not going to get taken down by a super attack. I guess let's show the AoE, though. Or, wait, no. Is Omega going to attack break the AoE? I think Omega's going to attack break the AoE. We're looking good, though. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. Well, I guess Baby potentially in slot 1 is not really looking good, but... Alright, Frieza gets super. Doesn't matter. He did get hit once. That's bad. Yeah, well, yeah. But here's the thing. On turn 2, his second turn, we're going to be able to pop out his active. And we'll be able to go into his giant form. And the giant form is really going to allow us to probably gain control of the fight. So, All right, guys, we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll come back. All right, guys, we're coming back in. Run's going good like usual here. All right. We can don't worry, guys. We can handle this. We can handle this. We do have a little bit of a problem though, and that's that Baby Gohan and Goten are not going to have as much dodge as they could. Our HP is also really, really low now. So GOMAH, at the start of every turn, remember, gets his big stack, right? So we did just trigger his big stack right here. The 150% attack and defense, high chance of key 100% attack. That triggered. We're going to go into his giant form right here. Team Protector mechanic. I'll be able to sort my rotations if I want to move shit around. Blah, 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 right? So we're going to be able to do good stuff with that. Now, the way this works is GOMAH gets his 150% stats right here. When we leave his giant form, counts as the his passive will activate again, and he should get another buff. So I mean, we could check it, right? We see his stats right there. You know, the 677 K defense that he's got right there. Remember, this is Link level 1, 55% too, by the way. Right, don't forget about that. Like, once we're rainbowed and we got the good equips and we got all the good stuff going, we're going to be looking pretty good. All right, let's go into giant form. I do want to pop Golden Frieza's active as well. I'll just pop Golden Frieza's active, and then we'll go into GOMAH's giant form. Alright, guys, so now we have we have GOMAH, Giant GOMAH. I love his battle motion, too, by the way. That shit is so fire. Let's just go ahead and drop our active on Zamasu. We gotta get Zamasu out of here. Let's drop this active. It's just like, Giant Form Baby, who has these actives in his Giant Form, like Golden Graded Baby. GOMAH has one, too. Alright, so, let's just put our damage in on Zamasu. Our HP is very low. We're gonna need to do something about this. Now, remember, when we go into GOMAH's, giant form right here, this is gonna allow us to get around Zamasu's locking, too. So I should consider where we want our rotations. Now, remember, we don't have a Crotobody and Mine ally on the turn, so Baby Gohan and Goten are losing 20% dodge, which is not good. I'll probably just do this. We'll go with GOMAH in slot 1. Alright, here, let's set GOMAH up to where we'll be able to get some EGL orbs with him and heal. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll hit this. Alright, so we'll be able to heal as soon as we're out of this as well. Alright, so remember, Goku Black and Zamasu are going to use up all their abilities here in the giant form. Our HP is super low, though. If we live this turn, though, we're going to have the Fusion Zamasu active, right? So, we will win. We're probably going to win if we get through this turn. So far, during the recording of this video, we haven't had the greatest luck with the dodging babies and Baby Gohan and Goten, but we'll see what happens. We're not doing fast enough damage to Zamasu either. Okay, sure. Alright, so now we're going to revert back to base. There's Goku Black using up all of his abilities. So, let's double check this, chat. So now GOMAH, as we're leaving his giant form, again, should be getting another stack of his passive here. It's a lot of attacks right away, though. Yeah, and you could tell... Yeah, so he does. There we go. So GOMAH... Because remember, at the start of turn... I just quickly took a screenshot and put it in paint. I mean, that's what he looked like right there before we activated the giant form. Then we activate the giant form, so there you go. You could tell from his defense, right? GOMAH. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, we actually, by the way, I guess could probably see GOMAH get killed right here, to be fair. GOMAH, if GOMAH doesn't dodge, chat, we're gonna see a very rare GOMAH death, actually. Let's hope that this boy is dodging. Alright, good. That's 2. That's 3. We're good. No problem. Easy. No, Zamasu reapplies the lock at the start of turn, but you can play around it because you could still move your characters in the Giant Ape mode. So, like, I moved the characters into the position I wanted them to be in. Oh, we got the hidden potential system again. Nice. This is bad, though. Like, we have to be very, very careful. This run hasn't gone as well as I'd like it to. I'm pretty nervous for Baby Gohan and Goten again. Because we ended up on a... Like, our opening rotations were weird with Baby and Rose. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. Oh, we have the animations are on, huh? Well, since Rose and Zamasu are going to start talking, we'll turn it up. And then we'll go right into Fusion Zamasu. Fusion Zamasu will full heal us.
俺の正義を成し遂げるには最高の理解者が必要だった。今この世界で絶対的な力を持つのは私と私。この二人だけだ。排除してやる。 マイナスエネルギーが地球全体を覆い尽くし地球は崩壊する。こんな星消えてなくなってしまえ。神の光の力を見せてくれ。裁きの刃。
Alright, time to put this fight away. I could see exactly how things are going, right? We should be completely fine here. Let's go for Rose. Yeah, guys, I mean, this is over, right? This is definitely done. Because we have Zamasu's full passive up here. So this shit is fucking done. Omega can't die to a normal. There's no way, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, Omega's not built like that. Alright, well, we won. There we go. Fight should be done. Zamasu is going to hit way too hard. This fight should be over here. Maybe we could say a decent roll that we got Goku Black supering in slot 3 right here, which he usually does do that. But him deciding to super in slot 3 means he's fucked. Because Zamasu, yeah, 192. Zamasu hits too fucking... Zamasu with his passive up, it's just GG. See ya. Goodbye. Goodbye. What's Zamasu's passive? That's his passive. Death. Fuck it. That's the character. They call him a McDonald's worker, by the way. Did you see how LR Rose just want us to fight easily? Yeah. Dokkan Twitter. That's the character they say is not that good, by the way. Okay. All right, that was pretty good. We saw, like, GOMAH was able to handle shit very well for us. I mean, we would have lost without GOMAH. Because we entered that turn 1% HP, like that was huge. That was a nice run. I think now, we definitely, I think, should probably do a run where the major focal point is his stacking. Like, let's just go into a fight and see what he looks like. I think we'll probably start a festival run and maybe just get to, like, turn 30 or something like that. And see what he's going to look like after he's been on a number of turns. Like, what are these stats going to look like, right? Is there anything else we didn't really talk about? I mean, we saw all this. We went into one of the hardest fights in the game. We saw what his damage looks like. I guess, I mean, I did talk about his 2-turn defensive support. He, of course, is a monster AoE character. We've seen that. The giant transformation... I don't know that there's really much more to talk about with. Like, we kind of, like, saw how he operates in the giant form. I mean, remember, it's a huge tool to be able to, like, use to eliminate boss mechanics. And we were able to successfully do that right there. So, all right. Yeah, let's just, like, maybe start a festival run. And then just get to, like, turn 30 or so, something like that. See how GOMAH builds up. All right, guys, we're jumping in. We're here in a festival run. So we go and take a look at what GOMAH looks like turn 1. So this is GOMAH started in slot 1. So keep in mind with GOMAH starting in slot 1, he does not have this defensive buff right here. Let me just quickly show this. So right here, bam, this 333% defense is not active at the moment. So, all right, let's just go ahead and go through. This is not like, oh, the super serious festival run where we're trying to win or anything like that. This is literally just, I just want to see what GOMAH looks like after we, you know, go through like 30 turns or something like that. So I'm probably going to show turn 1, turn 3. I might periodically return, but I just want to monitor how his stats are going to be increasing, right? One thing I think that's going to be very useful with GOMAH in Festival is I do think it's going to be very easy for us to... How do I word this? It's going to be very easy for us to conserve... Like, GOMAH, because his buff triggers just at the start of turn, I can, like, float him and not have him attack or put him in slot 3, and he's still getting his full stat increase, even though he's not, like, actually attacking. Because the thing about Festival that's trickier than a lot of people would ever give it credit for, they just want to say, oh my god, it's just stack or something like that, is you do have to manage characters' stacks because of how weak bosses are until like AGL Vegito Blue or in Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The bosses just die in like 1 second. So you have to be, you know, at least semi-intelligent how you're monitoring characters' stacks, right? Like how you're, like, you know, divvying them out to all the different characters. All right, so GOMAH starts out in slot 2. By the way, the giant form in Festival is not something you're going to want to do. There's just no point in ever using it, really. I mean, I guess if we go into the giant form, though, it's like he would kind of get, like, 2 turns in a row. Like, we would kill Vegito right here, and then it would still be GOMAH's turn. But, I just don't have any plans on using the giant form at all. So we can see how much his stats are increasing right here. Remember, we do have... Mini Piccolo is on rotation. And the other thing, too, is... Remember, you get the... What is it? It's the 50% chance that we'll get 1 key at the start of turn. because Ki is definitely a minor issue for GOMAH. Like Ki at the start of turn. Eventually, as he gets enough turns, Ki is not going to be a problem for him anymore. So, all right, guys. We'll come back in several turns here. All right, guys. So we're here on turn 11. Here's what GOMAH is now looking like after we've had several turns. As you guys can see, his stats are rising up nicely. You know, there is actually one thing I did not talk about when we've been doing this. Have I mentioned that he does get 200% defense when receiving an attack? So it's, again, like, he's quite good. And he is going to have that 33% damage reduction sitting there always as well. So, all right, we'll do this turn. After this, I might just come back again, maybe on, like, turn, like, 32 or something like that. And then I think we might finish the video up. I mean, GOMAH is crazy. This guy's ridiculous. I do think he's the best unit in the game. I do think he kind of doesn't really have much around in terms of weakness. So, I mean, GOMAH's him. He's him. He's him. He's him. He's Himothy. He's him. That's what GOMAH is. That's what he is. Alright, guys. Coming back for another rotation. Just checking up on the GOAT GOMAH. Here we are this deep into the fight. And this is what GOMAH is looking like as we're continuing to stack. We aren't quite at start of turn 24 Ki yet, but our boy GOMAH, he is still building up in strength. I'm probably going to end around turn 30 or so. Again, I just wanted to get a good look at what GOMAH's, you know, start of every turn stacking looks like. And then we will probably finish up here. But yeah, GOMAH, like, even at 55% Link level 1, he seems very impressive. I mean, yeah, remember, these numbers we're seeing from him, again, this is 55% Link level 1. This is what he looks like. So, yeah, he's him. All right, chat, here we go. Turn 29. I'm probably going to make this our last look at GOMAH right here in this festival run. So this is how he's looking as we're moving through the event and building him up. So, I mean, if we look at these damage numbers GOMAH's putting up, chat, I mean, I'm just going to flat out tell y'all, like, he looks like he's going to be dominant in here. Because GOMAH, he's going to be able to go slot 1 towards the end, which means we'll be able to get his additional. And apparently GOMAH's additional works in such a way where every time he gets target... Yeah, dude, he's going to... This is actually one of the best festival characters in the game. This is crazy. He is, because this is 55% Link level 1. Like, he's nuts. If we jump over, apparently the additional part of this can trigger for every single hit or dodge he does. So that's why it's going to be this is going to activate way more than just 70% of the time if it could trigger from every attack if he's, like, in slot 1. So that's going to be huge. There's one final thing we need to get, and we just need to get the KO screen with his Giant Form active skill, and then we'll finish up here. Ah, but he doesn't have a fadeaway KO screen, huh? Interesting. It does kind of cover his face a little bit right there, so I wonder why they didn't give him a fadeaway one, even though it covers his face a little bit. That's kind of bull sack right there. Poor GOMAH. GOMAH got disrespected. And yeah, this is another KO screen. If he just laughed forever, it would be better. Like, imagine if Tech Vegito's finger wag was like Sonic Forever. He just never stopped finger wagging. It'd be way better. Yeah, Amatsu is gonna have a stern talking to. Amatsu, we will be talking about this. Yes, we will. Alright, guys, so there was GOMAH. Even at 55% Link level 1, this guy seems great, man. Yeah, I mean, this is a character I would say, to me, does feel like the best character in the game. And I'm not mad at that, by the way. Brand new villain, like the most recent major villain from a new series. Like, Daima characters, superhero characters, Dragon Ball Super Broly characters, Dragon Ball Super characters when it was ongoing. This is the level they should be at to bring maximum excitement with the brand new character. They should all be like this, not like what Daima Vegeta was, unfortunately. So this is Threat of the Third Eye GOMAH. So remember, there's 3 different names GOMAH could have. They could do regular GOMAH, Third Eye GOMAH, and then Giant GOMAH. Leader skill is Demonic Power or Terrifying Conquer, category key 3 and 200% to stats. So we didn't use him as a leader, but his leader skill is good. Maybe we'll do that for Festival, maybe. His passive skill, Magic Power of the Third Eye. He'll activate his intro if there's another Demonic Power or Terrifying Conqueror ally on the team, and he gets 40% dodge for 4 turns. He gets 5 key, 333% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 33% crit, dodge, and damage reduction, and then he recovers 15% HP at the end of the turn. So for his first 4 turns, you're going to have 73% dodge. Then, until he gets hit 3 times, he gets an extra 66% damage reduction, which means he has 99% damage reduction and 73% dodge, right? Like, that's one of the major reasons the blues are so good, with their 80% dodge and 70% damage reduction, right? GOMAH, when receiving an attack, gets 200% defense. After he gets hit or dodges an attack on the turn, he gets 5 key, 200% attack, and a 70% chance of an additional super. Now, again, apparently, just the super part will trigger anytime he's hit or dodges. So, if you put him in slot 1, there's a couple of hits there. Very good chance we'll get that. Then, this is the exciting part that everyone loves. At the start of every turn, GOMAH permanently builds up 150% attack and defense, and he gets a 50% chance of 1 key and 100% attack. Now, this is on turns GOMAH is there, by the way. This is not building up on, like, a turn GOMAH's not on. So it's not like every single turn, even turns he's not on. It's at the start of every turn that GOMAH is on. He's building up like that. And then, if he starts the rotation in slot 2, one time only, he gets permanent 333% defense, which is good. Then he, of course, has his active skill, his giant form. You could do this after he gets hit or dodges 1 attack, and then he turns into the giant form for 1 turn. This is another part that makes him, again, I think the best unit in the game, is being able to do this pretty much on command. It's kind of like one of the reasons Beast Gohan was so crazy is he pretty much had complete control of the fight, like when he, in his prime. Beast Gohan always had complete control of the fight until you used his active. So, it's just, GOMAH is going to have a bit of a similar thing going. Although, after he gets hit 3 times, it's not like he's not the god of destruction of defense after he gets hit 3 times. So I do think a dodge build, probably what you're going to want to go with there. Total key multiplier, 150%, 200% at 24 key, normal. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. GOMAH's super attacks. His super attack, 12 key super attack, is the Imperial Cannon. Does colossal damage to the enemy and then gives allies 20% defense for 2 turns. His 18 key super attack, his ultra super attack, is the Imperial Rain. He gets 50% attack for 1 turn. It's an AoE super, and then he greatly lowers enemy attack and defense. That's pretty solid. Yeah, so the debuff, I kind of wasn't really thinking of that when we did the Goku Black fight. He's debuffing Goku Black as well. So that would make Goku Black's normal attacks not as vicious. Certainly, if not for this, we probably would have died, because Baby got hit once and took like 500k damage or whatever. If not for this, we might have lost, actually. So GOMAH won us that Goku Black and Zamasu fight in multiple different ways, between his giant form and with this debuff right here. That's pretty good. Yeah, not bad for GOMAH. So there's the super attacks. Link set for Daddy is More Than Meets the Eye, Fear and Faith, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Master of Magic, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So we have very, very strong characters here. Rose, LR Omega, I mean, you know, Golden Frieza and Gogeta's there. Full Power Frieza's a relevant character. A lot of good characters in here. Cooler is up for EZA at any time, too, by the way. So, I mean, he's got a good link set. They gave him a good link set. Like, they handled GOMAH, like, pretty much as well as they could have, right? Okay, so there's all that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Daddy's categories here. So, GOMAH, of course, is a Demonic Power category character. So, sure enough, GOMAH is, in fact, a monster buff for Demonic Power. That's good. That's good, right? Huge buff for Demonic Power. GOMAH is also a Terrifying Conqueror category character. That's huge. GOMAH doesn't really have many restrictions. Just a Terrifying Conqueror character or a Demonic Power character. So, I mean, we're kind of like spitballing the idea of Frieza being a character coming up soon. Probably as like a Terrifying Conqueror leader or something. GOMAH is going to be massive for that team. Like, if you're a huge Frieza fan, there's a decent chance GOMAH is going to be one of his best friends. Then, GOMAH, of course, is a Dragon Ball Seeker character, too. I just always think back. I think I was doing the showcase. Oh, I don't even have him anymore. God damn the reverse update. This. I'm pretty sure I was doing the showcase for this character. And I made the comment that, man, Dragon Ball Seekers, I'm not even really sure. Like, it's not like there's, like, Vegito Blue or, like, any of the craziness is going to be on Dragon Ball Seekers. But I feel like they've handled it well with a lot of the characters they've done since then. Plus, Daima exists, which has allowed us to get some big-time characters on here, right? Then, GOMAH is also on the final Trump Card category team. That's good. You know, more characters on kind of like a weirdish roster like this. Good thing for sure. GOMAH is also on the Battle of Fate category. So, maybe for the festival run, we do... I might do Battle of Fate. Baby, Vegeta and Trunks, GOMAH. Like, yeah, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, but I probably will do Double Baby for the GOMAH video. Maybe. Might be what I do. In Fest. Then, GOMAH is also on the Successor category team. So we've got this right here. Very good. Okay. GOMAH is also on the Giant Form category. So this is huge. Remember, this Piccolo Jr. is the only character on the category. I guess besides, like... Nah, there isn't even, like, an S... Oh, this guy doesn't... I guess this guy technically doesn't transform either, but... I mean, he's just the SSR for this guy, but... yeah, GOMAH has a giant transformation. More buffs for this category is huge, by the way. Because this team so infrequently gets new characters, right? Then, GOMAH is also on the Full Power category teams. That's, you know, more options for this is really good. Take it. GOMAH is also on Transformation Boost. I would assume probably via his intro. Probably because of the intro, he's on Transformation Boost, which is awesome. You know, this is always a category they're buffing. And then finally, GOMAH is down here on the, which one is this? Oh, Accelerated Battle. Yep, Accelerated Battle category. Yeah, damn, GOMAH. They did get GOMAH on a number of really good teams, man. Things like Full Power, Transformation Boost, Accelerated Battle, Terrifying Conquerors, Battle of Fate, Final Trump Card. Yeah, GOMAH is just a great release. As a Yellow Coin LR, this guy is a demon release, man. So, okay, remember, GOMAH does have his giant form that we can transform into. It's very easy to do. All we have to do is just either get hit one time or dodge one attack right here. And then we'll be able to transform into giant GOMAH. And then, of course, he is a, you know, rage mode giant form character. It only lasts for one turn. But with the super aggression of the GDC bosses, that's not really the end of the world, right? Because GDC bosses don't go turns without supering, which is kind of a thing that until recently was very uncommon, right? So, alright, so now here we are with Giant GOMAH. His passive skill, GOMAH's Domination. He gets 333% attack, 33% chance to crit, 3 ki per key sphere obtained, and he's super effective against all types. He does have an active skill, the Astral Barrage. He could do this immediately, and he gets 3,333% attack for the active skill attack, and it does ultimate damage to the enemy. And his super attack is the Giant Collapse. He gets 100% attack, does destructive damage, has a 70% chance to stun. Now that stun, I'm not sure where we could even do that. The Cell Max fight, maybe? Because, like, so turn 3, we could transform into giant form. It only lasts for 1 turn. This is a 2-turn stun, yeah? So giant form, Team Protector mechanic, and then you could stun the boss for the next turn. But it's going to be very uncommon where it's a boss that will live. Like, a boss that's going to live his turn and then will still be stunned. Like, it's going to be very hard to see. Maybe something will come out where we will be able to take advantage of that. And then there we go. That is him. That is the boy. LR GOMAH. Again, chat, I do think LR GOMAH, probably best unit in the game. I feel pretty confident in that. I thought the numbers we saw from this guy at 55% Link Level 1 were very impressive. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.